Jurors in the Low Country today were shown never-before-seen video of a tense interview between Alex Murdaugh and the lead investigator in the Murdaugh murder case. It took place in August 2021, 2 months after the murders, and Murdaugh was asked point blank whether he killed his wife and son. It's an interview Murdaugh did voluntarily. His lawyer at the time was present and was there. Take a look at this.
And you didn't go back down there after dinner until you returned trip from visiting your mother?
Yes, sir.
This is the Snapchat video that I'm talking about from Paul's phone. Okay. Just kind of bring it back here.
Okay, I tell you what. Yeah, we were laughing about that because he's laughing because I've gone to great lengths to try to, that tree got knocked over, and I've gone to great lengths to try to get it to, be upright.
Okay.
And
was that night? Because the friends that we talked to said it was posted that night.
I'm not sure.
Did you kill Maggie?
No. Did I kill my wife?
Yes, sir.
No, David.
Do you know who did?
No, I do not know who did.
Did you kill Paul?
No, I did not kill Paul.
Do you know who did?
No, sir, I do not know who did. Do you think I killed Maggie?
I have to go where the evidence and the facts
I
take me.
understand that. And you think I killed Paul?
I have to go where the evidence and the facts take me, and I don't have anything that points to anybody else at this time.
So does that mean that I am a suspect?
You were still in, like I told Corey earlier, you were still in this. With everything that we've talked about, with the family guns, the ammunition, nobody else's DNA. I have to put my beliefs aside and go with the facts.
The way that this interview played out in court was really, really interesting. Let's bring in Andrew Davis. He's an investigative reporter with our NewsNation partner in Savannah, and he has been covering the case every day very closely. He joins me now. All right, Andrew, that interview, it went on for an hour and a half, and I think what was so interesting was that the story that Murdaugh told was different from what we've heard him say other times, specifically when it comes to how long he was at his mother's house, which was a big part of this case, and also whether or not he had been at the dog kennel. So jurors have now heard two different versions of the story, it seems.
Well, they've heard three, really, when you look at it, too, Brian, because he started out with that initial sort of interview or talk with the first investigator on the scene. Then he did an interview that night in the car, and then this one, which was 2 months later. So you're looking at a lot of things, and really, if you play the words, time has not been on Alex Murdaugh's side so far. He's told different stories about how long he was at his mom's house. He's saying in this video as much as an hour to an hour and a half. Meanwhile, they're saying he was actually there only 20 to 30 minutes. If it matched the timeline. We've got two different videos, including the Snapchat video they talked about, which place him at the house in the area at least an hour and then only 5 minutes before basically the shootings happen. The Snapchat video they're talking about, he's wearing completely different clothes than when investigators arrive on the scene. His only answer for that was simply, well, then I must have changed somewhere. And his answer to the timeline questions so far have been, well, they must have got it wrong because I know where I was, or maybe I got it wrong, I'm not sure. So none of it has made much sense. They've also gotten into issues with shell casings that were found on the scene and that he had family guns that shot and killed his wife and son, and he really didn't have much of a reaction to it. So early on, prosecutors made a big deal about it in the morning, seemed to be going in their favor.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to get to. I was watching this play out in court, watching the video thinking, wow, what a win for the prosecution this is. But then this took a very, very strange turn after the video was played because the defense basically ripped apart the detective who was interviewing Murdaugh, and everything just seemed to twist around all of a sudden.
Yeah, it flipped on its ear. Jim Griffin, the defense attorney, did an incredible job in putting Detective Owen on the spot. And what he did was really made him question even some of the only things that he said. The biggest one probably that came up from Detective Owen was he said, well, there were 2 guns found on the property, and they both had buckshot and birdshot inside them, which is what killed Paul Murdaugh in this case. But actually, that wasn't true, and they held his feet to the fire and said that absolutely wasn't true. Defense attorneys broke down everything. They said, did you actually go look for the shirt and shoes and shorts and pants that he was wearing in that Snapchat video? Well, actually, they didn't. Did they go to Moselle, the main house of this property where they were killed the night of the shooting? Well, no, they didn't go for months before they actually showed up there. Did you search his mom's house where he went? No, they never did search his mom's house that night, and took them another week or so before they got there to actually search it. So in the end, the defense absolutely eviscerated much of what went on in the morning, and prosecutors were left somewhat scrambling to figure out how do we get the jury back on our side and understand what's going on. In addition to that, they brought up new, completely different information about the Walterboro Cowboys, who are a local gang, and how that Alex Murdaugh was spending $50,000 a week on drugs through our guy, Eddie Smith, Curtis Eddie Smith, and the gang suddenly involved. And I think the jury's heads are just spinning by now.
Yeah, it was like a roller coaster today, Andrew. Again, you felt like, wow, win for the prosecution. Then defense goes, rips the whole thing apart. You said it. I mean, it was all over the place. Another big development, perhaps the other biggest development of the day, is you remember, if you've been following this case, Murdaugh had this assisted suicide issue. Cousin Eddie, he wanted him to help him commit suicide. We weren't sure whether that was going to be part of the trial, whether it was going to be allowed to brought in. This was also sort of strange. In the morning, judge says, no, we're not going to let it in, then changes his mind and says that is going to come in. How did that all go down?
Well, the judge did. Judge Newman was very definitive, said it's just a bridge too far in the morning. But then when the cross-examination of Owen came out, the SLED agent himself, the defense brought in Cousin Eddie, brought in some of these things with this shooting on the side of the road where Alex said he was doing it to get $11 million for his son, Buster, in insurance money. And they brought it all up. And then they brought in this Walterboro Cowboys and the fact that there was a lot of drug money going through everybody and a lot of money because Curtis Eddie Smith has already got 50 checks written out to him from Alec from previous in these financial crimes where he was laundering money for Alec, and maybe he was stealing some, they're saying now, and maybe it was going through the gang. Suddenly the the defense has brought everything back in and said, well, maybe this gang had something to do with it instead. And the judge had no choice but to say, well, you've opened the door. Now it's time. We'll let everything in. So if you want to call Eddie Smith, if you want to talk about this roadside shooting, go ahead because the defense started it for you.
Man, this thing is just going to go on forever. You're going to be stuck out there for weeks. They keep bringing more stuff in, Andrew. You're doing a great job. Thank you for joining us tonight.